Hello and welcome to the Crypto Lifestyle, where we focus on decentralization, mass adoption, and other Bitcoin related stuff to bank us coin. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a new up and coming blockchain play to earn game built on the Binance Smart Chain called Monsta Infinite. Now, Monsta Infinite uses a turn-based card battle system along with a match 3 puzzle system for its gameplay, and this is expected to take the blockchain gaming scene by storm, which, as we know with games such as Axie Infinity, they're absolutely catching fire at the moment. And if you didn't already know, my name is Connor. I do have my own YouTube channel called Crypto Empire. If you want to check that out, there is a link down in the description below. But today I'm stepping in for Mr. 100X, aka Francis from the Crypto Lifestyle. Shout out to the entire Crypto Lifestyle community. Shout out to all of the admins for doing the work that they do to make this community what it is. And if you are new to the Crypto Lifestyle, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below right now, because here in this channel we call out 100x gem projects before they do go live. So to be sure that you don't miss any of those, subscribe and turn on all bell notifications. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video about Monsta Infinite.
The Crypto Lifestyle, baby!
So we are here now at monstainfinity.com, and this website, along with the project, is still in development. It is expected to be fully released to the public in Q1 of 2022, so about 3 months away. But with that being said, the TGE and the pre-sales, public sales will be happening relatively soon. We're going to be covering that towards the end of this video, but for now, let's make sure that we have a very good idea about what this project is and what goals is it trying to accomplish. And in order for me to explain that, we're going to head over to the white paper right now. So Monsta Infinity, or Monsta Infinite, depending on how you do want to pronounce this word here, is a decentralized game universe where anyone can earn tokens through playing the game competitively or for leisure. And the idea was born in February of 2021. And the team's initial plan was to make a fork of Axie Infinity following pretty much every single aspect, but they decided that they want to do things a little bit differently because they came to realize there are different problems rooted in all the NFT games, and they thought they could make a difference. So the problems that they're seeing in these NFT games is the play to win model, because the conventional MMORPG it has a problem with veterans losing the competition to richer players with less skill, and this does create fast growth of disparity between the poor and rich. So they're aiming to solve that in-game. Also, the overpopulation of pets and characters. So if there isn't a proper balancing mechanism, overpopulation will surely happen, and weaker pets' value will eventually crash and leave no liquidity. So they do use an augmentation system to basically where you sacrifice some of your pets to up level the pets that you want to level up in battle to make sure that there's a constant supply and demand. So the overpopulation of pets and characters is a goal that they're trying to check off. And also the absence of player hierarchy. So the MOBA game has been a huge success as it provides enjoyment to all different hierarchy of players. Players get to match with other players that are at the same range of capabilities. So it has a good ranked matchmaking style system to ensure that if you are a noob, you don't get matched up with metas that absolutely destroy you. So that is great to see. So the play to earn model, it allows you basically to compete in PvP battles to win leaderboard prizes. It allows you to clone monstas and sell them on the marketplace. It allows you to collect and speculate on rare monstas such as the legendary and inception monstas. It allows you to invest in land. This is very interesting. Think Decentraland, a metaverse where you can purchase property and you can build on it. So you can invest in land that can be used for virtual events in the open world. And the farming for the in-game currency that is needed to clone monstas, and this can be sold on exchanges as well for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, stablecoin, whatever you want, of course, right? It's a cryptocurrency. You can exchange it for any other cryptocurrency at its current market value. So super, super interesting. So what is the mission of this game? To make the power of internet finance easy to understand and accessible to everybody. They want mass adoption, which we are very adamant about here at the Crypto Lifestyle. Monsta Infinite believes that through gamification, they can push for easier and wider adoption of blockchain technology, like I just said, fueled by the internal passion of each and every game lover in the team and the community. They want the world to know of the wonders of gaming and how it can bring out the best of gaming and finance, and they want to prove to people that they're not wrong on this. So what is their vision? To make blockchain gaming fun and inspiring, to enhance the technology of blockchain gaming, create a virtual world filled with vibrant community and art, the metaverse, and to accelerate the realization of universal basic income, UBI. Very interesting with that one. We'll see how things do end up. So the gameplay. Basically, there is a whole story behind this. I'm not going to go too into detail of the lore of the game and the storylines behind what they're doing. So to keep things very simple in terms of the storyline, there is a mythical and ancient civilization on the shiny planet known as Monsta, and nobody knows the origin of Monsta. They do not identify as either gender, and they have lost their ability to reproduce. So life has a great mission to create the next generation, of course, because they want to pass on their genetic legacy. So with that being said, it's going to be up to the players to make sure that this Monsta species on the shiny planet do actually live on and pass on their genetic legacy. And they do that by fabricating a genetic fusion with the extraction of two Monsta and their shaman Tellus combined with the citrus furnace. So that's going to be in the gameplay. And ultimately, there's going to be 488 Inception Monsta that decided to seal themselves, reminding their descendants to only awaken them when faced with new crisis of destruction. And that new crisis of destruction is basically what you're going to be jumping into with Monsta Infinity. So that's kind of the story behind it all. You can do your own research about that if you are interested in the lore of the project. And for the gameplay, there are going to be 3 moon nations with 9 different classes of Monsta. So how it works, there is the cyborgs, there are the elves, and then there are the orcs. So all 3 or all 9, pretty much they all have their own kind of class. It seems like this one is the warrior, and then the second one is kind of like the agile ninja warrior type, and then the last kind is the healer. So if you want to check these out, it is here in the white paper. I'm not going to be going too into detail, but basically one is brute strength, one is agile strength from what I can see, and one is more of the healer kind of magician type of Monsta. Also the cloning, this is how these Monstas will actually go ahead and reproduce. So Monstas from the shiny planet, they have no reproductive system like humans do, and in order to reproduce, the genes of 2 Monstas need to be fused in a citrus furnace to undergo synthesis cloning with the help of Stamen Tellus. So Stamen Tellus token, ticker symbol STT. This is the in-game currency of Monsta Infinity. It can be earned through battling and world gameplay. Probably, I assume, completing quests and the likes. It is required for synthesis cloning and can be used to buy cosmetics that carry no attribute, aka in-game swag. So synthesis cloning a Monsta costs MONI. That is the main token that you're going to be able to buy in pre-sale, public sale, private sale, etc. And some STT depending on how many times the Monsta has been cloned. And there is no maximum amount of times a Monsta can be cloned. So very interesting how they are deciding to create the reproduction system for these Monstas. So augmentation. Monstas have 6 body parts, and each of them can be augmented by using other Monstas as sacrificial offerings to the Shani's god. Augmented body parts will acquire a new special skill card. So the head goes to the horns, face to the mast, body to the wings, tail to the back, arms to arms, legs. So this is basically how you do sacrifice your Monstas to level up the ones that you want to level up. The augmentation mechanism solves the problem of overpopulation, as players have to sacrifice Monsta in order to strengthen their Monsta team. The supply and demand of Monsta will stay balanced. With less Monsta in circulation, they can release fresh starter Monsta to keep the entry cost low for new players. So that is how they decided to combat the problem of too much Monstas, too much breeding in game, which we see in some other blockchain games. Now the battling, I did mention how it uses the turn-based card battle system and the match-free puzzle system. This is a pretty common style system for these games. If you want to find out more about this, I highly recommend you do go ahead and read up on this. I'm not going to be going too into detail about the gameplay, but it does use this turn-based card battle system with the match-free puzzle system. Also, the open world concept, which is going to be very interesting. This does definitely intrigue me. So how it will actually work, players can own assets and purchase land to place their assets on, and assets must be crafted from materials collected through the world map. So you're going to be able to craft recipes. Players can design their in-game dreamland and share the recipes with other players, which is very interesting. You're going to be able to co-build. So if you do own a piece of land, you can grant permission to another player to build on that land with you. And then you're going to be able to host events on the land that you do cultivate. So this is going to create that sense of pride and ownership in your land, which is very important. Property rights are super important. So people are going to want to throw some house parties on the land that they do build, which is awesome. Now let's talk about Monsta population and the long-term sustainability. So in the past, MMORPG style games face a bit of a conflict because players invest days to weeks to years of their lives playing the game, and everything that they do inside of the game carries no intrinsic value in the real world. And we can read here, often the end of a game project causes all players' invested time and money to be lost. Even for valuable in-game items, once sought after by players, will become worthless after the company collapses or changes the direction of the game. So players want to admire and commemorate their collections. Nothing will be left besides some memories and photos of the past in your typical MMORPG style game. But now we have NFTs. So the NFT standard allows buyers to keep their property rights to their original assets and allows the monetization of virtual assets in the real world. Consequently, all the in-game items will be tokenized and buyers can retain full ownership of items and independent selling rights, which will not be monopolized by the game developer, which is very important. As such, the funds and work invested by players and artists will forever be materialized in the real market. So all of your hours and days spent grinding in game are actually going to be valuable now instead of it just being a pixel on a screen, which is awesome to see, right? So with the setting of rightful assets, funds, and fees, a self-sufficient and sustainable ecosystem is created, whereas game assets will be priced with usable and collectible value. So the game does have STT or MNOI tokens. They have both. So this is going to set a standard for friendly competition between players. So very interesting how this game is actually being developed. Let's talk about the MONI token for a little bit. The pre-sale and private sales are actually going on this week and next week. So if you want to find out more information, I definitely recommend you follow Monsta Infinite here on Twitter. As we can see, they're huge already, 117K followers. A lot of people are interested in this project for very good reason. So we can see here the initial market cap is going to be $896,062.50. At the public sale price, you're going to be able to get 2,400 MONI for one BNB. And the circulating supply at the time will be 4,779,000 MONI tokens. The full maximum supply will be 270 MONI tokens. If you want to find out more about the pre-sales and the public sales, definitely go ahead and follow them here on Twitter. So we can see the token allocations as well. So 25% of the tokens will be going to the game, and this is going to be locked, and the unlock will start in Q2 of 2022. 24% of the tokens will be going towards staking, for staking rewards and the likes. 16% to the team. All of these will be locked until Q2 of 2022. Then 9% to marketing, 6% to the private sale, 5% to the Binance Launchpad Reserve, which is not yet guaranteed. 5% to the advisors, 5% to the ecosystem fund, 2.8% to the pre-sale round 2, 1% liquidity, 1% to the IDO on launchpads, and 0.2% to pre-sale round 1. So that is the token allocation. So also we can read a little bit about the account security. They're going to have two-factor authentication and multi-sig to make sure that you keep what is yours. So with cryptocurrency, as we know, security is very important. They are ticking all of the boxes when it comes to that. Also with an anti-cheat sheet combating against tampering of the game as well as bots, they have that covered. And they have the ERC 1155 NFT standard instead of the classic ERC 721 standard. So what the ERC 1155 NFT smart contracts allow is basically you're not going to have a separate NFT for each one of your items. It's all going to be held in one smart contract, which is going to make it very easy for players to keep their accounts organized. So compared to ERC 721 contracts, ERC 1155 allows the storage and item attributes in JSON format. So it's all going to be held in one file, making it very easy for players to actually go ahead and keep all their items in one place. So we can see here the team. It is a team of 4 individuals from Malaysia and Singapore, and they are not a celebrity team. They don't have any huge corporate backing. However, they're just normal people with some passion for gaming and blockchain. And they also want to create a project to create games that will accelerate the realization of universal basic income. So they want to give everybody an opportunity to put food on the table with this game. So we have Jin Tan, who is the CEO. We got H.K. Chong, who is the Chief Technology Officer, Dave, who is the Creative Director, and Joshua, who is the COO. We can see here the partnerships at this moment in time as well. They got Helmet.insure, The Brotherhood, Dutch Crypto Investor, PlayToEarn.net, and LTX Esports. More to be announced as well. So now that you know what this game is all about, let's hop back over to the Monsta Infinite website and take a look at the roadmap and see how things are developing. So we can see the idea started at the end of February earlier this year. Now we are in August, about to be September of 2021. The website and white paper was published about 3 weeks ago. Private sale is full, so the whitelist has already passed. Now we're going to have the Monsta barter on September 1st. The contract will be audited on September 7th. The pre-sale 1.0 will be on September 8th. They're going to release some gameplay and strategy on the 9th of September. The next pre-sale 2.0 on September 15th. Token generation event on the 16th of September. The marketplace launch in October. And a lot of testing, and then the game public launch in quarter 1 of 2022, staking quarter 3 of 2022, land gameplay beta not until quarter 4, so pretty much a year from now we'll be seeing the land gameplay beta. And this is an ongoing development that is expected to be here for many, many years to come. So super interesting project. They will be releasing their token before the game is fully live. We see that with other blockchain games such as Alice as well, so pretty common to see that. Now we can see here the MONI token, which is what you're going to be buying if you do get into the public sale, pre-sale, private sale, etc. So the Monsta Infinite token is the BEP20 governance token for the Monsta universe. MONI holders will be able to claim rewards if they stake their tokens, play the game, and participate in key governance votes. Players will also be able to earn MONI when they play various games within the Monsta Infinite universe. So total token supply, 270 million tokens. 1 BNB will equal 2,400 MONI at the public sale. And the initial market cap, as we discussed, 896K approximately. We already talked about the distribution. Here we can see the unlock schedule as well. So all in all, this project does look super, super interesting. There is going to be more information coming out soon about Monsta Infinite, so be sure to follow them on Twitter to stay up to date. So Monsta Infinite is expected to be the new big hit blockchain play-to-earn game that will be fully released in quarter 1 of 2022. And their IDO, their pre-sales, their public sales are happening right now. So be sure to stay tapped in if you want to get involved, as the token generation event will be in about 2 weeks' time. If you guys did enjoy this video and if you're excited for this project, make sure you let us know here by liking the video and also dropping a comment down below. And again, if you are not already subscribed to the Crypto Lifestyle, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from the Crypto Lifestyle, and at this moment in time there really isn't anything left to say other than until the next video, your ass is on your own, brah. Later.